Hey folks, how's it going? Thank you for checking out the video. If this is your first time visiting the channel, or maybe if you've been here before and you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. It really does help me out and helps me grow the channel, and it's free for you to do. Now today we're going to be talking about Power BI drill throughs, and in particular a nifty little trick that I've recently discovered. So, drill throughs on Power BI reports. A drill through feature is something that any BI tool worth its salt will have as a feature. What are they there for? Well, it's so that you can go from that high level summarized aggregated data and then drill through to that lower level more granular detailed data. We've all got those stakeholders who want to be able to drill down into the nitty gritty and see sort of transactions at a lower level. Now, having drill throughs means that you can provide that lower level detail, but it can help you with both sort of interaction and interactivity and navigation in terms of your report. So you can give that sort of mile high view of something, allow somebody to play around, navigate the data, and then pick a particular subsection of that data and then drill through and see the details. Let's take a look at Power BI and see what I mean. So I've got an example report here, and granted this is not the prettiest report in the world. This is pretty basic. This is by no means some amazing feat of data storytelling, but it is just here to demonstrate the functionality and demonstrate the purpose. So we've got this summary page here, we've got a couple of charts on there, one showing revenue by category, one showing my on-hand quantity by category, and that is interactive, so I can drill to a particular month or look at a particular year, and so on and so forth. Now I've also got set up a couple of additional pages here. I've got sales detail here where I'm going down to the sales by day kind of level, so I'm showing it by day, by things like the subcategory name, the channel, which store it's from and what the revenue is. And similarly I've got a detail page here for showing my on-hand details, so that's basically my stock quantities. Now just to show in this particular example, on this data model, it is coming from two different fact tables. So we've got store sales and store items, and those two key measures, the one that is talking about sales revenue and the one that is talking about on-hand quantity, they're at different granularities. So store sales is showing by day, and you can drill down to it by channel as well, so you can sort of see what channel the sale has come through, whereas the store items is a closing balance at the end of the month. And it doesn't have that channel detail on it. So two different levels of granularity, hence why we've got two different drill down pages. So how do I turn that into a drill down? So just to show you the existing functionality and how to create a drill down, we'll go with the sales detail first. So how do I turn this into a drill through page? Well, first of all, I need to make sure that I've got the canvas selected. Then I need to come to the format options, select page information, and I'm looking for this page type option here. I'm going to change that to be drill through. Now in that pane that appears there, which is talking about what my drill through options need to be, I need to decide what the drill through fields are going to be. So what filters is it going to respect as I pass through and drill through to the underlying detail. And to do that, I'm going to reference back to my summary page, that first page. So I can see here that I am wanting to filter by year, I'm going to want to filter by month, I'm going to want to filter by that product category name as well. So if I come back to my sales detail page now, and I come to this drill through from option here on the right hand side, I'm going to add in here, I'm going to add my year, my month, and from my item dimension, my product category name. Now, once I've populated those drill through froms, you may or may not have spotted that something has happened also up here. I've had a little button magically appear. So this is a navigation button, this is a back button that will appear. I like to format that to make it look a bit prettier and make it have a nice title to explain what it is. So let's do that now. And then the other thing that's common practice on a drill through page is to hide it, so you don't want people to navigate to it directly. So especially when you're in the Power BI service, so once the report's actually been published, that just changes the navigation so that people can only navigate via the drill through as opposed to being able to select those pages individually. Once that drill through page has been set up, if I hover over my chart here, I'll get this drill through option appear, and if I click on that, you will see now I have only got sales for March, because that is the March 2026, because that's the year and month I had selected, and I'm only getting product category games and toys because that's what I selected from the chart as well. And I can use the back to previous button, and then I could select, for argument's sake, audio. And now I'm going to get the audio, and if I change that to say January 2024 TV and video, and now I'm getting January 2024 TV and video detail. Via the magic of editing, I have now gone away and applied that same drill through feature on my other page. So on the on-hand detail page, you'll see here that I've got my back to previous, and I've hidden the page and my drill through cell over here as well. So if I go back to my summary now, let's see how that behaves. So if I hover over computers on revenue by category, and I get my drill through option here, what you'll see is it's going to give me the option to drill through to either or. So even though I'm on the revenue chart, it's still going to give me the option to drill through to on-hand detail or sales detail. Effectively, because the drill through filters on both of those detail pages are the same, that's what's triggering this to show up. And likewise, if I do that over here, I get both options. So I can go for, let's go for a small one so that we can get it on the page. On-hand detail for January 2024 for audio, so I get that on-hand detail there. And I can go back, but also from my revenue category, my revenue by category chart, I can also go to on-hand detail. Now that for me doesn't work the way that I would like it to. From a navigation perspective, from a user experience perspective, if I'm hovering over the revenue chart, I want to drill down to revenue detail. And likewise, if I'm hovering over the on-hand chart, I want to drill down to the on-hand detail. But the way this is set up, that drill through option, as long as it meets the same filter criteria, it will show anywhere on the report where that drill through is enabled. For me, that is not ideal. What would be great is if there was some kind of option where on a visual by visual basis, perhaps you could disable a particular drill through. So you sort of say, for this one, for this particular visual on the left, disable the on-hand drill through. For this on the right, disable the retail drill through. That sounds like a good idea to me. And what do we do when we've got a good idea for Power BI? We go to the Power BI Ideas website, or the Fabric Ideas website, I guess, as it's now rebranded. So indeed, there is dating back from 2020, this idea on there already. Create an expression so you can exclude or include particular pages. It's only got 5 votes so far. I mean, this sounds like a really, really great feature to me. So I will stick a link to this idea in the description for the video, and we should get everybody on voting for that idea to make that a reality and make the way drill throughs behave better. Now at this point as well, time for a little bit of audience participation. I would like to know from you folks, is this how you've always done drill through reports as well? Is this how you've done drill through pages? I'm pretty certain when I learned to do drill throughs, I sort of used a combination of the Microsoft documentation. I think I might have followed a tutorial online, and just people I've worked with, this is how they've done it in the past. This is how I've always done it as well. Is this how you do it? Which is what I'm interested to know. So as I say, if you can hit me up in the comments and let me know, because what I'm now going to show you is how I've started to do it and the benefits of this new way that I have been doing it. So let's hit up our sales detail page first. So what I'm going to do here, I want to go to the format and the page information. rather than drill through from year, month or product category, I'm going to get rid of all three of those. Instead, I'm going to drill through from the measure that I'm interested in. So I'm going to stick revenue on there. And I'm going to do the same on the on-hand detail page as well. So let's get rid of year, month, product category. And on here, I'm going to stick the on-hand quantity measure. Right. So I can't remember how I came across this. I kind of stumbled across it by accident. But let's see what that does. So now, if I hover over, let's pick a different. Let's go for Christmas, December 2025. If I hover over games and toys for revenue by category and I go through my drill through, I only get the sales detail. Okay, that's good. And if I hover over audio for on-hand quantity, I only get the on-hand detail. So that behaviour is exactly what I want. I want there to be context behind my drill throughs. I want to navigate my end user so that if they are examining the data regarding revenue, it gives them the revenue drill through, and the same idea for the on-hand detail. How does this work now then if I actually do the drill through? Am I going to get what I want? So let's go games and toys again. Drill through. So games and toys, December 25, sales detail. Yes, so we can see that my date has only got my December dates in it. Let's sort that as well so you can see that it's only got December 2025. Yep. And from a product category name perspective, I've only got games and toys. So it's drilled through as I would have expected. Let's just double check. Let's go with October 2025 for on-hand quantity, and let's go for music, movies and audiobooks. For the on-hand detail, yep, I'm only showing October 25 and I'm only showing music, movies and audiobooks. So that for me is a better user experience. That's giving me, driving my users more to the detail I want them to have a look at. And it works. Seemingly, if you drill through based on the measure, as opposed to defining the dimensionality and the filters you want to apply, then the drill through page just inherits the filter context of whichever measure value you're drilling through from. That's fantastic. You know, as I say, much better user experience, but there's a couple of other extra advantages as well. So for the way I used to do it, where I used to basically figure out which filters I wanted to preserve and drag them in. You know, in this example, I've only got 3 filters on there: year, month, and category. But imagine it was a report that had more filter options on it. That's a lot of fields you've got to drag in there, and potentially, you know, lots of fields you've got to drag in, repeated over lots of different pages. This is just once. One thing, the measure you want to drill down through, pull it in once, so it's quicker to do from that perspective. But there's also another quite subtle benefit for this as well. So if we head back to our report now, what I have done is I have added an additional slicer. So I'm going to add a store name onto this report now. And let's pick, or where do we want to pick? Let's pick Buffalo. So all I've done is add a slicer onto my summary page. If I now want to drill through on my sales detail for audio for October 2025, there we go. October only transactions for the audio only category, and as you can see, just for the Buffalo store name. Now the thing is, when I've done that, I added a new slicer on my summary page that I want to drill through from. I didn't have to make any changes to the destination drill through pages. Neither for the on-hand or for the sales detail did I have to make any changes. Basically, by drilling through based on a measure, as opposed to drilling through based on the filter fields, the sort of dimension type fields, it saves me maintenance. So if I update a particular page on any given report, those drill through pages will automatically inherit that filter context via the measures. So again, audience participation time. I'm really keen to know whether or not anybody else is using this version, this technique for doing your drill through pages. I discovered it by accident, and some folks that I was working with at the time, I showed it to them, and they were sort of mind blown as well. They hadn't realised that was going to be the behaviour, and they agreed that it's a much more efficient, easier way to do it. But is anybody out there already doing this? Am I being dumb? Has it always worked like this and I've been using filters and drill throughs wrong this whole time? Or is this a handy new hack that is going to help me, you, the Power BI community at wide to improve the drill through experiences on your reports? So there you have it. That's my Power BI drill through hack. Do hope that you've enjoyed the video and you've found it useful. As already mentioned, if you have enjoyed the content, please do subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up as well. Again, it doesn't cost you a penny to subscribe to the channel, but it makes all the difference in terms of supporting me. Any questions about the topic, any other observations, please do drop into that comment sections below. But otherwise, I'll see you next time.